Hi everyone! It's the 10th anniversary of Star Trek Online! Woo! Alright, so with that comes a mission, so we're just gonna play that today. So without further ado, let's
The
just jump
long-range
right into
sensor
it.
arrays in the Daedalus system went
Oh, I
offline
just missed
recently.
that part, sorry. Let's start again.
The long-range sensor arrays in the Daedalus system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Daedalus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Okay, let's go. Now I may actually do part 2, this is a 2-part episode, and I was told that they jump right into the next one, so if that is so, I guess we'll do that. And being that it's the first day of release, there might be some lag. Hopefully there won't be any bugs, but I don't know. If there's a bug, we'll find out what we can do about that. Let's just hope it's a nice, smooth playthrough. Measure of morality. Let's run into it.
Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason.
I could imagine.
So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
And the Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Very well. Stand by for transport. So it's finally 2411. We've been stuck in 2410 forever.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Alright, let's get going. Yeah, this game started out in 2409, and I believe it was in Delta Rising. Yeah, that was released, I think, 4 years ago. That it finally went to 2410, and now finally we're in 2411 after like
Good.
6 years.
Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table.
Analysis.
Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Shields up. Brace for impact.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Engage weapons and engine.
Oh. Something's happening. Whoa. Time vortex. Oh, no. Look at this. What's this? How exciting.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
Where are we?
Scanning. This is unexpected.
Care to enlighten us?
According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Daedalus to the Excalbian system.
Excalbia? Seem to recall a few space legends about this place.
Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
I don't like the look of this. Is it possible we're here for the same reasons?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and say what they want.
Lots of atmospheric interference on Excalbia. We can't establish comms.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
Agreed. Helm, take us into standard orbit over Excalbia. I wonder if we have any enemies or summon pets.
We are receiving your signal.
Lincoln?
On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
Intriguing. You resemble an ancient human leader of some renown.
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We've prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalbia. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
A gracious offer. We accept. Lincoln. Yeah, that sounds like a TOS episode of sorts. Come on.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Rock monster?
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, never mind. Michael Burnham.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
Okay then. So this is an Excalbian. Oh.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions.
We're listening.
In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Why have you chosen violence as a means to evaluate the concepts?
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge.
And if we refuse to participate in this trial?
Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle.
Fight, or evil wins by default. That's not much of a choice.
The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
Very well. Let's get this over with.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too.
Indeed. Recommendations?
For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Good point. Anything you'd like to add, Commander?
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery.
Discovery. Yes. A Starfleet vessel with a considerable history.
Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here.
Indeed. Welcome to 2411, Commander.
Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get through this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Something on your mind, Commander?
I'm sorry. That's not a Vulcan uniform I recognize.
Ah, I'm not a Vulcan, Commander. I'm a Romulan.
I clearly have a lot to catch up on. In my time, no one in the Federation has seen a Romulan, despite fighting a war with them. I do apologize. It's just that I grew up on Vulcan, so this is hard to process.
I can imagine. I take no offense, Commander. This must be unsettling for you.
To say the least. I suppose there's a very complicated story behind all of this.
Indeed. The simple explanation is that my ancestors rejected the teachings of Surak and left Vulcan to follow their own path. After several millennia, we became what you now know to be Romulans.
I'd love to hear more, but this isn't the ideal place or time for a history lesson. Look, I want you to know, this will not affect my performance here. Starfleet teaches its officers to be open to new discoveries no matter how shocking they may be.
I appreciate your candor, Commander. Let's proceed, shall we?
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many Excalbians who would embrace virtues before vices.
It's good to have allies.
Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected.
Thank you for the information.
Please accompany me.
Well, in we go. Huzzah!
Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
This is Barrier 3. I've been here before. During this battle, in fact.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Ready weapons and move out. Barrier 3. I shot Hakeev on this planet.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. Some of these injuries came from plasma weapons fire. Romulan weapons.
Correct. Rebel forces are fighting the Romulan troops in the city.
Understood. You can fill me in on the details later.
Agreed.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
In this case, it's Riemann partisans. Well, I guess we'll examine the bodies. Sorry guys, slight cold.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area.
My fault, probably.
Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Sounds like Iconian weaponry.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
That's an unexpected thought. Unpleasant thought. I thought the exotic particles. Oh.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Oh, relax.
Not a good sign.
Force field. Grab this item before we head over there.
Those were Iconians.
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, they things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it.
Let's take it out on and move onward. Grab this item. Alright. Iconians. Haven't fought those forever. Oh, is there something for me to keep? Oh. Oh, I thought I had to enter some code or something. Alright, more Iconians. Enjoy.
LCR and Herald's fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
Oh,
So, these Riemanns,
oh, fine.
they're on our side. Good to know.
Well, I guess constructs aren't alive, so I can't use that ability. I mean, they're not organic. What? No damage. I guess it's one of those that the NPCs must kill, so I can't actually kill them myself. How inconvenient. I can try, let's find out.
You there! I would speak with you!
Obisek? Leader of the Riemann Resistance. Nice.
Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakeev's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakeev, but all is not lost. We can still stop them. The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakeev.
What choice should we go with? Obisek, do you know what's happening here with the Excalbians?
Excalbians? No, Iconians! Hakeev has brought them here. They're putting up quite a fight. I'll need all the help I can get to stop him. Will you help us?
I see. Yes, let's find and stop Hakeev.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakeev really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
Delaying tactics. Let's find and destroy the shield emitter. Quickly.
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Good point. Spread out. Signal the group if you spot the emitter. Well, that's annoying. There it is.
Excellent. Hakeev has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice. At last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obisek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakeev will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, then you can talk about justice all you want.
Agreed. Let's shut the gate down. Yeah, well, it might be a bit short. Start with the no tardigrades too, huh? Okay, I'm gonna find the shield emitter again. There it is. Oh, right over there. That was simple. My cape's going everywhere.
Ambush! Look out!
Ambush? Oh, boy. Some commander scientists are always so annoying. That's fine. I'll take care of all this. This. Looks like my bridge officer fell. We'll revive him later. Alright, where did he die? I guess lockdown is the other isn't. Lockdown is the other account. Wakey wakey!
Warfare as a trial of good versus evil. Curious.
War is a lot of things, but good isn't one of them.
Hakeev?
Obasek. So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
Pleasant.
This ends now, Hakeev. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar's scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakeev can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakeev and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
Understood. You have the time to... you have the time you need, Commander. Well... He looks different. His uniform was red the last time we saw him.
Taking fire. I need help with the gate controls.
I gotta protect his own too? Oops. What was that? I'm gonna set aside this. It's an easy thing every day.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find it.
What? I wanna stealth field.
I need help at the gate control. Taking fire over here.
Say my history. My
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakeev.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
Here we go.
He must pay for what he's...
Ariete!
Oh, come on.
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakeev?
Well, I was the one
Obasek's
who
in
shot
bad
him
shape.
last time, so.
He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I'll need your help to save him.
Hakeev's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I'm going after Hakeev. We need to stop Hakeev. We could put billions of lives at risk.
This door here.
Which door? What door? Oh, she's over there. That door? Alright. Yo, what's up?
I surrender. You have me. No more tricks. Nothing can stop what's about to happen. The Iconians are coming. Your doom is coming. It is inevitable.
Drop your weapons and step away from the gate. It's finally over. Public.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnik. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Very well. Let's see what he has to say about all of this. The other side? Oh, that's much better. I wonder if this situation is specific to Romulans. Perhaps it's different for Klingons and Federation. Oh, you got it. The Borg? Oh. Oh, look at that cave, jeez.
You chose to stop Hakeev, removing a critical Iconian ally from the conflict. However, Obisek dies. Without his leadership, the hope of Reman unification with the Romulan Republic dies as well.
What?
Without this alliance, the Republic collapses, and many Romulans and Remans die in the civil war that follows.
There has to be more elements to this. It was a hard decision, but I stand by my decision.
On the battlefield, the decision to sacrifice a life in the course of saving the lives of others is never made lightly. In stopping their enemy in flight, these people stalled a terrible invasion and saved the lives of untold millions. The needs of the many on this day outweighed the needs of the few, or the one.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Very well.
Come this way for your next trial.
You must be joking. Obisek wasn't... Well, I mean, he was an integral part of the Republic, but... I wouldn't say the Republic would just collapse without him. Huh.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
This is the Anorax, a Krenim vessel built for Temporal War.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station.
I've got a bad feeling about this. What? Wrong franchise. Well, what now, huh? More people to shoot?
Damage control teams. Ship's been in a rough fight.
I thought we were allies with the Krenim. Well, I guess it's this part again. Oh, not this door. That door. And I just got burned by fire.
This looks like some
Terrans.
kind of command station.
Secure the area. You might be able to find useful data here.
Why Terrans? Temporal War. Okay. What else? Oh, alright.
Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait.
More computer logs. Alright.
My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Whoops.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratus. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Oh, yeah, one more. This thing's in the way.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
I will stop you.
Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century.
Indeed. We're in the middle of the final battle in a temporal war.
And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this temporal liberation front.
Agreed.
We should leave. By now we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
Good point, Commander. Let's move out.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
And more enemies. Lighting kind of sucks here.
This door here.
Let me guess, there's going to be a turbo lift malfunction. Good.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Yeah, but we're armed too.
Nice try.
Oh, let's see how you like life draining. Oh wow, that's barely effective. If I charge from the heavy. Oh.
You haven't seen the last of me!
Yeah, that much is certain.
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
I have to defeat Noi again? Alright. Seems there's a staircase around here. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, God, hello. No, the main part about what is that they have this hologram? There we go. Let's hope I don't turn into a Nakul using that power. But no, it's just a story tidbit. Alright. Where's that staircase? Oh, in the distance. Okay, can I jump over these boxes? Oh, nope. Gotta turn and go around there. Okay. Let me guess. I'm gonna meet Daedalus and I think it's his wife. Forget her name. Whatever. There's a staircase.
History shows you have a
I knew
habit
it.
of meddling
Daedalus
in
and
the affairs
whoever.
of others.
Well, I guess those identify.
We believe it is time to break.
Whoops, not die. Daedalus, and your name is Azure. Right. Right, now we meet Roy. Well, assuming it's going to be the pretty much identical battle to the one you do in earlier missions, this is going to be most enjoyable.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another?
Well, I mean, if you want to do parley.
You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time.
Stand down, Noy. Your insanity ends here. Now.
I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious.
I understand the need to get back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself.
Yep. Oh, hello. Well, that's okay, right?
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time.
If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Noy. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
I'm so close! I won't let you win!
That's great. Your words bring so much fear. Huh, the item box is a little more detailed than usual. Interesting. Excuse me?
The core is ready. I end and take my get back in time.
You cannot stop our plan.
What?
No! I've gone too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
No! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Oh my goodness.
Cloud.
It changed him.
Because this war needed to end, Noy.
Before it consumed us all.
What? Don't tell me I can kill her. I have to defeat her. think she ever got her name. Just ever called her things will change now. Huh. Maybe we'll finally get a name now.
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop her. Time and time again. So, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
Do you think that will end the conflict?
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
True.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him.
That's true. The fight was over.
Maybe we can still do this the right way.
Oh no, are you going to time travel? Go on.
This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
Yeah, I'm afraid not, Burnham. Tampering with history was what started all of this. Let's destroy Anorex and be done with it. Do I have the cold? I do have. Am I going to choose like all the hard decisions now? Oh, okay.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised.
What now, Founder?
I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again. In due time.
What's with her twitching? Very well.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends. Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here.
Of that, I have no doubt. Let's go.
Let's return.
Look at that cape. Oh, my guy's still dead. I mean, unconscious.
In allowing the murder of Noi, you made him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues.
How?
Noi's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity. With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
No, no. I believe we did the right thing in the end.
The loss of Noi was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noi's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
If you insist.
This way.
We defeated all the leaders. How could... No, that's... These Excalbians. Wrong.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I don't recognize it either. Commander?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Very well. Let's figure this out, quickly. I can't say I recognize this place either. Must be new.
Science officer's log. Saw 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus.
Oh, not here.
It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators we'll need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry. This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Not the Red Angel.
Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities.
If we make Pike
Everything
in
matches
this...
up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible.
Understood.
Do you have a question?
No, let's skip on it. Not at the moment, Commander. Let's keep moving. If we make Pike in this, I'm gonna be pretty, happy.
We were so close to this. To failure. To death.
Oh.
We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console.
We're gonna have to fry, Burnham again, like in the show. I hope not. Oh, come on.
Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents.
And expose you to toxic atmosphere.
Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
Very well. Good luck, Commander. Ah, so we do fry her. Alright. And what if I don't close the trap? Does she die? Well, I guess I have
I've
no
done all
control
I
for that.
can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stunt.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Thanks.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
Time travel.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators.
Pretty well done.
Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this.
Discovery
is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 Burnhams. This ought to be interesting.
Very interesting.
I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me.
How can we help?
Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives.
Understood. Let's get to work. Oh, yeah, gotta get around this. There we go. Lorca?
How?
Oh, wow, okay.
The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Oh.
It's pointless.
Jeez, you're not the Borg. Don't be like that.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
No. This is not good. Why can't I... Oh, is that Control? Jeez.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional.
You mean use exotic damage?
It'll disrupt it.
Oh.
Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock.
Where?
It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Okay. Come on.
I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Where? How? Oh, come on. It's not this console, is it? Oh, it's over there. Jeez.
I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
No, what? Do I have to go to another console? What? What's happening? Oh, gotta fight it again. Come on. Come on, follow me.
it! Give it another blast! Magnetize the floor again! Good! One more shot to finish it off!
Oh, this is an interesting boss fight, isn't it? It's throwing daggers at me? Wow, okay. Come here, little guy. Little guy. Oh, no. Don't attack her, attack me.
It's weakened! Lead it to the platform!
Come here. Yep, come on.
Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off!
Knocked me in the right direction. Thanks.
Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Commander Burnham?
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake.
The data is too valuable to lose. Inoculate Michael. Let me guess, that's the wrong decision again.
Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Oh yeah, wrong decision.
Get it right. Resistance is futile.
Borg defeats Control. Huh. Oh my goodness. Borg 7 of 9. Huh, we got a title. I mean, an accolade. I guess if we chose the right decision, oh.
It worked. The sphere data is secure within the suit, and future Burnham is immune to Control nanites. As I predicted, her biosignature has been altered enough to prevent her from using the suit. This Red Angel will fly no more.
Unfortunate, but the sphere data is secure. That's what matters most.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites.
Along with some of your genetic material.
Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Agreed. We need to get through to them. This has gone too far.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end.
Are these just simulations or actual, like, stuff?
My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place.
I think we've all seen enough of this soft 5. 4? 4. Let's go.
Come along, my friends.
No explosion.
While we appreciate the pursuit of knowledge, we also realize that it can lead to catastrophe. Because of your decision to preserve the data, control continues to exist, the fate you work to prevent, the end of all life, will still come to pass.
In your trial, the simulation. Yes.
The future is a very mutable notion. It is entirely possible that the actions taken today forestall Control's march to supremacy. The data preserved could very well hold the key to its defeat, along with many wonders long lost to the ravage of time. In the end, a life was saved, along with priceless knowledge. Both very good things, in my estimation.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
7. Commander Burnham, your thoughts?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnek and see what they think of all this.
True. Any insight on this trial or its possible results would be valuable.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do a part 2 of this. So that's it for today. Maybe. I might actually continue recording later, but... So if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Bye!